Corpus Christi, Texas. Over a decade deep. 3 kids. 3 dogs. 1 cat. This is J-Rod.
This is Jen Rod.
And this is...
And this is...
You're listening to The Jake and Jen Show.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
Check.
I like your little checks. Check. This is Jacob Rodriguez with the Jake and Jen. I'm going to say Jake and Jen from now on.
Okay.
The reason being is because I say the Jake and Jen Show, and I just feel like I'm learning how to say talk and shit.
Yeah. Like
the
what?
Jake and Jen Show. Like when people ask me, you know what I mean? When we first started this, I mean, so long ago.
So long ago, yeah.
You know, I was saying it right, but now I'm saying when somebody asks me, "Oh, you do a podcast?" Yeah, me and my wife. Yeah, it's called the Jake and Jen Show. So I'm just gonna say, I can say right now, Jake and Jen. See, that sounds all right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds
Well, I
nice.
think it's also you're just so used to the Jacob Show.
And adding you just hurting my feelings or something.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the show.
Yeah.
Even if nobody listens, I don't care.
Yeah.
We're listening.
We should do like hidden messages and see if like somebody's listening, you know, like 22 minutes in and they could win a prize or something.
Could, right? That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
We could probably do that. That might be a thing we're gonna do. I don't know.
I don't know.
See.
We'll see.
We'll see. This is Jacob Rodriguez with the Jake and Jen Show. See? I fucking just did it. Oh my God. I was going to restart the intro like we ended on that and then come right back in and I screwed it up.
Okay, how about I try it?
You know? No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
This is a man's world right here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, hold on. I'm all for women's rights.
Red bandana.
I'm all for women's rights.
Roll up my sleeves.
Outside of this household. Jacob Rodriguez with Jake and Jen and my lovely wife.
Jen.
What?
I don't know.
She forgot her name. She's thinking about like choking me and shit for saying that, right? She's like, she's doing the restaurant talk. You know how when couples are arguing, well, at least I know when we are arguing or fighting, like we could be at Kiko's or some shit, and it would just be smiling, and I'm just like, oh yeah, honey, yes, yes, go ahead, get that, yeah. And she's like,
when I order dessert,
asshole. Yeah, she's the one who calls me the names.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like daddy.
So disgusting.
Woo! Man. Weekly recap. Halloween last week, which we had a Halloween episode.
Yes.
Which was cool. It came out on Halloween. Well, I think from now on, though, we are going to do our podcast on Wednesday. So you're listening to this. It's Wednesday. So
yeah.
Congratulations. We made it.
Yes. Halfway.
Yes.
Hump day.
Hump day. Ooh, my favorite. Halloween recap last week, but yeah, we had a good time Halloween. What did we do, honey?
Well, it was a very chill Halloween. The kids weren't super crazy about picking their costumes. We weren't like hunting everywhere for a particular. We literally
Which saved time and money. Yes.
Oh my God, I know,
they
right?
Did, right? Yeah, they did good.
We walked through and the we went to Theo Larry's Halloween party.
Yeah, that was
birthday
cool.
costume Halloween party. So we got our costumes the Saturday before Halloween, and we just walked through the aisles at Walmart
and just pick shit up.
Yes,
I got
even
a badass
Marley was so chill. She already had like a leotard from ballet. So I can't believe she went with my idea. She just got like this little gold colored tulle skirt and cheetah ears and a tail.
She wasn't a Playboy bunny. She was a cheetah.
Yes, right, a cheetah.
Yeah.
So, but I just drew little nose and whiskers. So chill.
Yes.
Gwen was like a ghetto Rapunzel.
Yeah.
With just the dress.
Just that's all she wanted.
No
right?
wig.
She didn't want nothing else.
She wore like cowboy boots.
Yeah, she was just like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, she was playing around the house, which was cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So chill.
Yeah, it was. And the reason I asked you to explain because I was crashed out for a while.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you were a terrible dad for Halloween.
For Halloween, I was. Well, for a couple hours. I was tired.
A few hours. I mean, let's be honest.
All right. Well, Halloween was fun.
It was fun though. Yeah, Marley was in charge of handing out all the candy, so I let you sleep. We sat outside. We watched all the cute kids come up, and then I started to notice the panic on Marley's face when our candy supply started dwindling down.
And there was like all these
She's like,
shitloads of kids, right?
Mom, these are all the candies we have left, and there's more kids coming. And I said, it's okay, babe. We'll just turn off the porch light, and we'll go trick or treating. You know, that's it. Like that'll be our time here at the house, and then we'll go get candy. We were expecting rain. It never rained. And then we went to Mike and Irene's and just chilled. We went trick or treating and chilled, and you kept up with your Halloween tradition, yep. and just chilling. Sat and watched the game.
Yep. Yes. It was a good time. Lots of kids. It was low key. The Astros won the World Series last week too, yes, by the way.
Just in case cool. You haven't heard.
Brought it to Texas, which I didn't officially congratulate them because I'm not really a hardcore Astros fan.
And also you don't know any of them.
No, so. I don't. But, they might listen. They might be listening. I mean, what if they're listening? You know,
yeah.
Hey, Korea's, oh, shit. Hey, did you listen to the Jake and Jen? Accents.
And do they talk like that?
They have accents. More like, hey, vola, vola. Like that. I played with a lot of, like, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, shit like that in college. And, yeah. Hola, 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 coño, 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 coño. That's what they fucking talk. And in the military, Jesus. Oh, my gosh. These fucking guys. Don't even get me started. It was good. It was cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. It was very fun. Jake, we went to the Halloween thing. He's in junior high now, which is cool. And I've always said, like, how important. He's in 6th grade, my son, our son.
Our son.
Our son, yes. Remind me.
Yeah.
I forget. Again, remind me about something. She gets pissed off. She has to remind me about everything. Well, I got to know a lot of shit. It's 12 years worth of stuff, girl. Jesus. Luckily, I don't have to memorize phone numbers anymore because, damn it, I would be screwed. Right? Oh, shit. If I had to, the kids don't even know.
Oh, I know.
They don't even know. I mean, I don't even know now.
Yeah.
I just know the same people that have the numbers. Like, obviously, my brother has the same number forever. My mom, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even that, I'm like, oh, shit. Have you ever done that? Like, oh, fuck. What's the fucking number?
Yes.
Yeah,
Panic.
I haven't. But I always say, like, I always tell me and Jennifer talk about this, how important 6th grade is, So I'm on his. I've said this in the past. I always say this actually, like how I'm always on his butt, and like I try to keep him like, hey, because in 6th grade for me it was the '90s, right?
Yeah,
and the '90s were so badass too, weren't they?
Oh, my favorite.
Like thinking back, like. And not even knowing how badass it was.
Right.
Though, because that's what always happens, right? It's like when it goes by, you're like, oh, I grew up in the best fucking,
Yeah.
Dude, you weren't saying that when you were in that motherfucker. Like, this fucking sucks. I only got a Super Nintendo. This fucking bullshit.
No, I didn't think
but
that.
I mean, I didn't either. I'm just saying, like, observing, like, I mean, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And really because, like, for me, like it kind of started 5th grade, that was in 90, right? Yeah, because we were 10 years old.
You're so good with that. I have no idea.
Yeah, it was and I always relate everything to music,
right?
Because the 90s was huge.
Oh yeah,
for just fucking music to say that.
Yes,
fucking, in a song or really a rap song, NWA. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Of course, but I remember like I was always a fan, just even hearing like do you remember your first song that you really liked? I'm trying to think too. That's why I'm kind of putting it on you right now.
Okay, well, this is the thing. I remember that I really liked Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, everybody liked I like
Vanilla Ice.
Yes, well, see,
that's the thing.
Fuck,
Z95.
Anybody who says they didn't, they were like, oh shit, yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
like okay. So that whole genre of music, whatever was on Z95 at the time, SWV, Color Me Bad.
That was 90, 91.
Yes.
92.
So I liked all that, but I felt like I couldn't relate to the music, right?
Why?
I just like.
Well, I mean,
I'm
because
not
of course you weren't.
Well, I mean, I was a kid. I wasn't like, what's sexing me up. By the way, that was my first concert. My mom took me to Color Me Bad.
Awesome.
All right. Okay.
Hi, me,
but
I wanna sex you up, tick-tock it up, stop, all night. No. Damn, dude. They were playing that live, probably fucking pretty much twerking and doing all that shit. And your mom was there with you. You're 10 years old.
Yeah.
That's like almost taking Marley to one of those.
Yeah. Hello. If we took her to like,
I don't think so.
The Beebs or something. I don't know.
They'd probably be doing that shit too, right?
Yeah.
Like with the dancers and
for
shit.
Sure.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. Wow.
But no, like I'd say like mid 90s. That's when I discovered who I was. I mean, as much as you can for a teenager.
Well,
and what music I liked.
Yeah.
And that was like rock, alternative. I hate to use the word alternative, but that's the only way to describe that music, right? Like Bush, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam.
Everything that was in.
Yes.
Like all the top shit.
Yes.
At those times, right? And that is a lot too because, Z95 played that shit. The radio stations like all the time.
Yeah.
Which was good. It was good music. It's still good to this day.
Yeah.
That's like all my our playlists. Right. Right? That's all the time, still jam it.
Yeah.
Which she actually you influenced me a lot too to listen to because I listen to a lot of shit too already, but stuff that I used to like that just kind of you forgot about, and especially when I would play guitar, which she hates when I play guitar, by the way. I play the same fucking song every time.
I know.
I don't know why.
Jesus.
But it sounds good.
Does it?
Fuck yeah, it does. No, I'm just kidding. I don't play the same song.
Oh, let me remind you also that you are kind of deaf in one ear, aren't you? You're kind of deaf. No.
What?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just kidding. I'm wearing headphones, which is directly on my eardrums, so I can. Thank God I can hear this. But once I take this one off, honey, I'm not going to be able to hear anything.
Okay.
Honeydews, all that shit. I can't hear it. Is what I'm saying. Okay.
So anyway, so music, how I influenced you.
Oh yeah. Of course, she remembers that one. No, but you just remind, like, STP and stuff like that, because there's a lot of stuff that I mean, it's fun to play, and so it was just, and trying to learn guitar, stuff like that. And I knew you like stuff like that, so I always try to impress her with the guitar. I would always try to impress her with the guitar.
Yeah.
And she didn't even give a shit.
No, I did.
Like, oh my God.
I did. It just gets annoying after a while.
Get away from me. And I'm like, dude, like, wow. All right. That's cool.
That's cool. No, it's, you know what? I remember like watching, this is, going back to the 90s too. My So-Called Life.
Hold on. You just said it gets annoying.
I'm sorry. I'm just being honest.
That's stung.
I'm being honest.
That's okay. You annoy me too.
But anyway, so My So-Called Life, right? Jordan Catalano, so dreamy, and he would play the guitar, and he was in a band, and I just always thought, oh my God, like that's just all I want. That's all I want. And I got in. It's so annoying. No, it's really not all the time.
So I have to do this for a career then.
Yeah,
She's like, if you ain't making money,
I want to see a paycheck. Come on.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I really do. Because it's all self-taught. You learned to play the guitar on your own.
Yeah, well,
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, thank you, honey.
It really is.
Some friends and stuff. Yeah.
And I like that I can tell you to learn a song and you learn it.
Yeah, I will.
You will. It's not great.
We're going to take a break. I'm just kidding. We'll be right back.
You know what I was thinking about?
What?
I was thinking about this the other day. So going back to discovering this music that I just like, I was like, oh my God, when I heard this, especially like Bush and STP, it really hit me like, okay, this is what I like. This is coming from me. Nobody's pushing this on me. Like, I love this music. Smashing Pumpkins. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So, when you are in high school, you're so highly impressionable. You change who you are. You're constantly changing, right?
Constantly evolving.
Yeah. And that just happens, period. So,
Right,
you know,
it should. Most people
yeah,
fuck.
exactly.
I would hope so.
Yes, exactly. So, of course, I started dressing a little different. It wasn't anything crazy. But
Short skirts.
short skirts
What?
with like the knee highs,
Oh my gosh.
like the knee high tights with like the Mary Jane. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
And
Well, I'm
you know,
picturing it. I'm picturing Britney Spears "Hit Me,
Oh,
Baby"
no.
one more time.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, not
I
like
was
that.
like, damn, at West Oso,
No.
y'all didn't even freaking, y'all didn't even have uniforms, girl.
No, not
She was
like
just getting her
that.
own shit.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so anyway, like a bell bottom pants, flannel, of course, flannel. So I remember one time, I think I was a junior, and this girl that was a grade below me, I was standing with like two other friends. I can't even remember who they were. This girl came up to me. She weighs like 80 pounds soaking wet, if even, and bleach blonde hair. She would wear like studded chokers and shit like that. I mean, that's stuff she was into, right?
Like punk and shit. Or what?
Yes. And I avoided using that word because of what's about to be said.
Okay.
She comes up to me and she says, "You think you're all punk? You're not." And she walked off.
And what did that do to you?
And it like, I mean, of course now, like you say, like,
You're
man,
like,
I fucking
bitch.
punch her. No, I was like stunned. No, I wouldn't
I
punch
was
her.
like,
Of course
damn,
not.
put on Rodriguez right there, girl. High five. Punch her ass.
But it just left me stunned. Like, I didn't know what to say to that. And I thought, like, I'm not being fake. You like what you like, and of course you change.
It's like, why are you like that?
Yeah,
motherfucker?
like, oh, come on. I remember you
She's like,
being
I've been through some
sunflowers.
shit.
Yeah,
Right?
like, oh my God, come on.
You don't know what it's like.
So I don't know why I always it didn't. It's so extreme to say it scarred me, but I just remember thinking like, well, I wonder what people think. Like, I mean, of course I changed a little bit, and even after those years, I changed a little bit. But like, who
gives a fuck?
cares?
Right? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
And you know, most people at that age give a fuck.
Yes.
You know, which sucks. I don't give
Oh,
a fuck
yeah.
who you are. If you didn't,
Exactly.
oh, dude, more power to you. That's
Right.
That's fucking cool because
Right.
then you learned at an early age, like,
Right.
that you don't give a fuck what people think.
Right.
You know, and that's what I always tell the kids, right? Oh, I really want that for them because stuff. That's why Jake, like, going back to this whole conversation from like, you know, that's why it's like, I tell him now, dude, don't fall in with, don't get in the mix.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not everything's, because, man, even that, like, and a lot of it, like, for me, like, 90s, a lot of it was influenced through fucking, for me, like, rap, shit like that. And then, you know, just the people I hung out with, dude, like,
Yeah.
and that went back to, like, 5th grade, you know, 90, even before then, I was always a fan of, like, just rap, hip-hop, like, Tone Loc and Young MC and fucking, Raw Bass, you know, all the fucking radio stuff.
Yeah.
It was cool. And this is when we were 3rd graders, dude, when this came. Well, I know specifically because 3rd grade, and that's when I first heard like Raw Bass
Yeah.
with I forgot all the songs he had.
Yeah.
And then Young MC and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it was like, and then, you know, it was like, oh, this is cool, whatever. And then, you know, that's what was on TV. Not saying like I dressed like that or anything, because at that time I was wearing tough skins, motherfucker. My mom was like, get loca, ta loca. You're going to get tough skins. Fuck that shit. You fucking you're going to get grass stains on your knees from fucking playing football and PE. The same shit we tell Jake now. That's what she was telling me. Like, your dad's not going to go to fucking buy all this shit for you to tear a fucking rip in a damn knee.
Yeah.
You know, so I was wearing tough skins up. Oh, I hated those motherfuckers. I hated them. My mom thought I liked them. I remember, too, when she would just try shit on and she was real rough, like pulling you.
Like how I do to
Like,
Jacob.
yes, like if they were all fucking elastic and shit. They weren't elastic. Now they have the elastic shit for the kids, you know? But back then it was just like straight on your nose. I probably have lower back pain here at 37 because mom did that when I was 7. You know what I'm saying? Shit, yes, like you do. Like if they're pissed off.
Well, because it's like trying to.
Yeah, I know.
It's trying to like dress like a paraplegic.
And I'm like
you're not
oh,
cooperating.
fuck, I don't want to try one. Just take them home. But you already know, motherfucker. if
Yeah.
I take them home, they don't fit. I'm gonna have to fucking drive back here.
Right? Yeah.
But you don't know that as a kid. You're just like, you're in a, hey, dude, you can do it.
Yeah.
All right, you have a car.
Yeah.
We have gas. There's money because there's just an endless amount when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But shit. But anyways.
Anyway.
Yes, but I know. But do the rap, and then it started going to. I remember in fifth grade, really, because my brother too, Roger, he's 7 years older than me. So when I was in elementary, he was in junior high, and I've always looked up to him. Like it was like, oh, that was my older brother. He was. So I got a lot of influence from that, really, and sports and baseball, like toughness. And my dad was like, "I fucking goddamn, don't take no shit and all that." But that was like fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was more like defending yourself. And even that I tell Jake, but they don't go through the same shit like we did back then. I don't think, it's more involved. And, like we keep up with his teachers, and you can see his grades now. And even all the kids, like, your mom was very involved in school and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
See,
sure.
and my mom wasn't, or my dad, they were always working and stuff like that. But I just didn't even like them around, which sucks.
That's
to
so
say that,
weird.
but I used to be embarrassed when I was a kid, just because I always, and I know why, because I always wanted, because I guess maybe I had my older brother or something, I wanted to be cool like him, and he didn't have parents around and shit.
Yeah.
But he was like that
and you're
too.
a guy.
Right, and it's like, man, I wanted to be like, oh, I'm not a little baby. You know what I mean? I'm not a fucking baby.
Right.
I don't need my parents. I could do my own shit. Like, whatever.
Meanwhile, I was like, come on, guys. My mom's taking all of us to Dairy Queen.
Yeah, see? And that, too. And you know what?
After school.
Right?
Oh, she'd be so
inviting
fucking mad.
everybody and shit. Oh, my God. My mom would have fucking had... the car would have been fucking full of smoke.
And you know what? Now thinking about it, our parents' schedules were so different. My mom went in super, super early. And she got out
in time for
early.
school.
Yeah. And your mom worked till 5.
Yeah, she worked till 5.
So yeah.
So it was way different. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a different. It's even, I think, harder now. I don't know. I mean, it could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was like, so I never liked them. I don't know. I just, I was always trying to be, I guess, older than I was. You know what I mean? Like more, but not in a mature way.
Yeah.
In a cool way.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like fucking I remember, Roger had my brother, he brought home a cassette with NWA, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? I had to listen to rap, but nothing like that. Oh shit. And I've said this, I don't know how many times already, but when I heard that shit, I was like, damn, that was badass. It was just badass. I was like, oh shit, these dudes are like fucking cussing. They're talking about money, bitches, weed, all that shit.
Yeah.
And to me, it was like, oh, this is cool, dude, And then I remember, because I fucking recorded it, because my brother had, which was cool, because back then not a lot of people had.
Oh, the dual.
Yeah, the dual
cassette player.
Yeah, the dual, which got handed down to me. I never had my own shit, but when he left and he couldn't take it to college, I kept it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was the next year. But so I dubbed it, right? And I had his old Walkman, auto reverse. Damn, Mom, if you're hearing this, man, you already know we were talking. I was talking to her about that this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, you always had secondhand stuff. I was like, no, Mom. But it was cool anyways. So I had that fucking tape player, dude, and I took it to school, and I fucking let everybody listen to it, all my buddies.
Oh, my God.
And we were like, oh, shit, like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I mean, I specifically remember this, even after school.
Yeah.
Because I used to be, like, real into, like, just, I always had a tape player or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was always listening to music.
Yeah.
And, me and like OJ Aaron, JR, this dude Bubba, this black dude Bubba, he was like, Elijah was his name actually. He was like one of my best. I don't even know what happened to the dude. He was like my best friend at the time. And we were just like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, dude, it was cool, man. It was cool. And like we would write rhymes and shit. And which obviously God. I'm not the poet, as in episode 2 when she dogs me for not being a poet and serving this country. But yeah, but it was fucking vulgar, man.
Yeah.
It was vulgar, dude, because we were like, wow,
Yeah.
I want to write some shit like this.
What did you know about
I was in 5th
bitches
grade.
and hoes?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, and now I think about that, and I'm like, oh my God, I was in 5th grade. Jake's in 6th.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I don't want him to know anything about that shit. You know what I mean? Which is why I always tell him, hey, dude, just stay a kid, you know, and you say the same thing, and you agree, like, stay a kid as long, we tell the girls the same thing, you know, except, Gwen, she can mature up a little bit. But, you know, we tell them to stay a kid, you know, because it's like, dude, I don't want that. And that's why I say that, man, 5th really, but going into 6th was an important year for me because you started finding your own, like we're talking about, you know, and we've been noticing Jacob, like he's just, you could tell he's doing his own thing. We're giving him a little more power, and so far he's doing pretty good, you know.
Right.
So he's doing good.
He is doing good.
Yeah,
like,
but you see him. I just noticed in the last 2 weeks. He just, I don't know. You could see even, you know, he's just maturing a little bit, which is great.
Yeah, like, I mean, you know what? In 5th, 6th grade, you were talking about bitches and hoes. Yeah. And you didn't know what they were.
I didn't even know what they were.
Jacob we were watching a scary movie, and they kept referring to the ghost as she. And Jacob got very offended, and he was like, oh my God, that's assuming genders. How do they know the ghost is a female? Yeah. So, I mean, just the difference.
And it was joking. He was joking.
No,
I hope, right? Snowflake.
Well, I mean,
he's not a snowflake.
And what does that mean?
I don't even know, but I've just seen snowflakes. They're just real like, hey. I don't know. You know what? I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Because I don't know politics. I don't care about it. So if you're listening to this right now, call me a dumbass and get over it. All right?
Well,
I listen to politics.
I do it all the time. So.
Right. Whoa, chick. Hold on. We have some domestic what's up in this.
No, you know what it is with Jacob? He is very like, if you say black, he's gonna say white. Yeah. He just wants to just have that little argument, little smart ass. But I love it. I love it.
But yeah, it's very important. That's why I think like, man, I'm glad that he's a kid still. Yeah. And, you know, he still does kid stuff. And
right.
You know, we don't. We're not like, hey, dude. You know, I don't mind it. I remember, like, man, I used to love playing Army all the fucking time. Yeah. That was my shit. Right, and that was all the boys growing up at the time. Yeah, that was your shit, right? And you know, all the way since I can remember till you know, I remember 5th grade still playing a little bit, but I was mostly riding bikes. But I didn't really have a lot of freedom yet to stay out late, you know. Yeah. But I remember me and my friends playing, and we're like, fuck, talking about, dude. Like, we loved playing Army so much with, like, and sometimes we use fucking pellet guns.
Oh, my God.
And BB guns, right? That was stupid. Yeah. Oh, my God. If I saw Jacob pointing a fucking BB gun at one of his friends, motherfucker. I would kick his ass. That's why my parents never found out about that shit. Right? And real quick, too, I remember, and this went on fucking, I remember it was probably 6th or 7th grade still. We were playing on Freddie, dude. We were playing. I don't know why he agreed. Freddie, you should have said no. I was like, yeah, let's play this one time. We were fucking playing, and I was like, let's play with I had a pellet gun and a BB gun, and I don't know. I think I got the pellet gun. Yeah, I got the dickhead, right?
I don't even know what's worse.
A pellet gun is a fucking air rifle, so it's like you're pumping it, so you're putting more pressure. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. A BB gun is just like one, you know. Yeah. It's almost like one, like bang. You know, it's still gonna
like bang.
No, but literally goes bang. You know what I mean? It's gonna freaking sting, but a pellet gun could fucking go in. You know.
Could pierce your skin.
Yeah, easy. So anyway, so we're gonna play, and I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. Look, he's all like, dude, that's a pellet gun. I remember, and I was like, I'll pump it 2 times, dude, just twice. And anyways, I saw his ass, and I shot him, dude, right in the freaking like tit or something. Oh. Or no, I think it was in the side. Oh, that's not nice. I know, right? I'm such a dick, Freddie. I'm sorry, and I apologize to that too. But he could have shot me too, and actually he did. He did shoot me. No, he probably didn't. I don't think he did. No, but I've been shot by a BB gun before, but I don't think he's the one who pulled the trigger on that one. I don't think he pulled the trigger on that shit. But
anyway.
We used to say, I wonder how old we're going to be. Like, when are we going to start playing? Yeah. You know, but we just eventually did because we got into other shit like smoking weed, you know, stuff like that, which I don't want to happen. Right. You know, which that is hence us agreeing, saying,
Yeah.
hey, be a kid, don't. I remember my mom listening to fucking NWA in the Camry when she got the Camry.
Yes.
Because my mom used
she
to
didn't know what she was listening to.
Yeah, she would be all like fucking jamming though too, because the Camry at the time, it was like a new car she had got. My dad bought her, and it had a fucking good sound. It sounded good, so I would turn the bass all the way up.
Yeah.
This was a time when the mini trucks were out, and I remember seeing you at the time.
Yeah.
And being fifth, because I've known you so long.
Right.
Since we were kids, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been in my seats ever since. So I can say, man, when she was 10, but I was 10 too. So it's okay.
Yeah,
Of course. Right? You're all doing the math in your head. You're like, we were. Yeah, we were the same age. Yes. But that's funny.
But so you had a cool mom.
Yeah, a cool mom. But I remember a couple of times she heard the words, "Cállate, ¿qué es este maldiciones, Jacob?" Getting pissed. I was like, what? All right. And change the tape. And there was some different maldiciones. But she just changed the beat and she was just doing something else, dancing in the car and shit. But yeah, that was just, man, I just loved that era because of all that. And even then, like I wasn't one of those like, oh, it was fucking fun.
Right.
My parents gave me more leadway. I would always be, at my aunt and uncle's house, 2 houses down from you.
Yeah.
Girl, if I would have seen you then, girl.
You did, and you.
No, but you didn't see me. I wasn't noticeable then.
No, you weren't. I'm
not
that sorry.
Not that I'm noticeable now, but
not until about 2005.
2005. That's when I got. That's when you were checking me out like, ooh, who that be right there?
I think that Jacob, our kids won't have such a hard time because we're pretty cool. Like we're pretty cool with them. My mom was always, my dad was just a typical dad, right? Like he wasn't like super, not, and I'm not speaking poorly of him. He just was a typical dad. Like he wasn't super involved. He didn't know like details. I remember a couple of times he asked me when my birthday was. I hope that was a joke because my birthday is July 4th.
Your dad liked to pick too.
Yeah, but no, anyway. But my mom was like super cool and she just let me be who I wanted to be and just kind of let me like figure myself out. And I remember probably starting right around maybe 15, I had this obsession with Kate Moss, Drew Barrymore, a couple of years later, Gwyneth Paltrow. And I just had like naked pictures of them all over my walls in my room.
Really?
Yeah, especially Drew Barrymore and Kate Moss too, because she was a model.
Well, at least they weren't dudes with their fucking dicks hanging out.
That's very true.
That would have been.
She might have spoken up about
right,
that.
What if she didn't?
She'd be like, hey,
you should go change.
They might still be up.
Yeah, go put those pictures. Go put fucking Playgirl magazine pictures in there and see if she says anything.
But no, my mom would. They would just think about that. My mom would walk into my room, and here I am, like 15, and she would see all these like naked women on my wall, and she never said anything. My brother was probably always sneaking in there. Now that I think about it.
He was like, hey, are you in here?
I know, right?
Hey, Jed, are you in here? Jed, quit playing. Are you in here? He just kept saying that shit. Why are you in here, motherfucker? I've been looking for you.
So anyway, my mom was just really cool and just kind of let me be who I was. Always encouraged me to just be myself.
Well, I could tell you right now.
That made a big deal.
Yeah, it does.
Like made a huge impact.
I think it helps.
Yeah,
I think it's because like I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Like too. Not that my parents were strict, but they were kind of strict.
Yeah,
but they were strict. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't know what at that time at least what to compare it to.
Right.
But not my mom as far as the music part goes. But my dad would be like, "What are you listening to? That shit." And not so many words.
Yeah.
My dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun, and I'm glad Jake's like that too.
Yeah.
But okay, so if Jake did something like that, it would mean that he wouldn't have naked pictures of girls on there, but if he did have naked, like, I wouldn't allow that, of course, right?
Right.
You're like, whoa, guy. What
Right.
the
Whoa,
fuck?
calm down.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I just thought that was a funny thing. Like,
I know.
there, honey. Jeez.
Yeah. No.
Rain
I
on my
wasn't saying
parade.
anything.
No, I really.
That's so
hey,
funny.
Guy, what's up with the pictures of guys with dicks on the wall? Oh, nothing. How do you know they're guys, Dad? Why are you assuming? Because they got fucking dicks hanging out between their legs.
Hanging out.
Right. Some hanging out of their ass over there. I don't know. No, mijo. But man, so it was just a big thing for me. Like,
Yeah.
it was the 90s, you know. It was
Yeah.
just fun, a fun time. We're growing into yourself.
It was. I found my my mom yesterday gave me my senior book.
Oh, I was going to.
High
Oh,
school
fuck! I took a
senior.
picture.
Oh my god.
Give me that damn book right now.
Why?
Give me that book. I forgot to text this to you this morning. Go on.
So, I mean, like, oh my god, just complete nostalgia, just crazy. All of these cool pictures and a lot of like stickers from bands that I was so into. You know what I hate? I hate that all of my, like, you write little passages, right? My prom night was what I want in my future, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. And everything included my then boyfriend.
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's
Cringe.
exactly what I was going to bring
Cringe.
up.
But you know what? It is what it is. It was what it was. That's a little embarrassing.
What?
But
To have about your ex-boyfriend?
yeah.
No, I mean,
whatever. Like, everybody.
I mean, to say such big things, jeez.
But we did.
Like, oh, I love it so much. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's not. I think it's funny.
It is funny. But you know what, man? I had a lot of cool friends. Like, we had so much fun. And I really enjoyed that time. Like, going to parties and I don't know.
Well,
It was just such a good
I think everybody
time.
did, right? Especially, right?
Yeah.
I think everybody,
No.
everybody should have. I hope that they did.
Well, it just depends. I mean,
yeah,
but
you're
no,
right.
not
You're right.
everybody
The reality
had
is, like, we were watching Can't Hardly Wait yesterday. Well, you were mostly, which is fucking, which is a movie we love too.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, I was telling you know what's fucking fucked up is Marley was watching it and I was just watching it for a little bit, and she's like, or Gwen too, they were watching it with me, and I didn't realize, like,
yeah.
I hadn't seen it in so long, I forgot, like, what parts are what or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And Gwen's all like, what is that? Like, is that a party or she said something. She said
my
something
God.
like that, and I go, yeah, it's like high school. And she's like, that's high school? She said it all
I
excited. I was
know.
like, yeah, no.
Well, she's already wanting to go to high school.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm getting to. It was like, hey,
my
like
God.
she saw everybody having a fucking great time at a damn high school party. So she was like, oh, fuck, I want to go to high school, which is exactly goes to my thing is 5th grade and 6th grade are very important to go in for I feel anybody, but
Yeah.
really a boy to become a man to change.
Right.
Now, obviously, a kindergartner for a girl, I got to slow her down. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's in kindergarten. She ain't even started the ones. Yeah, she's like, I want to get them. Like,
Right.
I can't wait to graduate. Can you imagine saying that shit in kindergarten?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
baby, you
Like,
got a
babe,
long way.
Just at least get your G's
right.
straight.
Right.
Like, not like your G's, like, bitches
Like
and
the-
hoes and your
Yeah,
G's.
like the G's,
but like the letter.
like the money,
Alphabet?
like the G's.
I
Girl.
meant like the alphabet.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you're making fun of our kid.
I'm making fun of you, actually.
Why?
I don't know.
No, you're not. It's horrible. Wait, let me. Can I read one of these?
Okay.
Well, I gotta find one. No, well, I mean, should I read one from your boyfriend, for your ex-boyfriend?
Oh my God, please don't.
No?
I mean, no, okay, like, you can read how many, like, but even, look, in one of them I said I definitely don't want more than 3 kids. You see? It's just that I didn't know you would be the dad. But I had
you
my
said 2
future.
kids.
No, right below it.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you changed your plans already from one question to the other.
I did.
Damn
Well,
it,
it was
girl.
I was just covering
You
all
were
my
moving
bases.
Fast. Okay, you were moving fast. This guy hadn't even graduated high school yet.
Shut up. Okay, look, his birthday was in September, so he had to wait another year. Okay, just let it go.
Let me see. Okay, it says, so what now? Question. It's just questions. It says, I'll drive a,
So stupid.
which was a hot ass ride back in 90 motherfucking 8. A 98 Intrepid or Concorde.
It's because I think I
don't
wrote
even remember
that.
what a Concorde is.
I do. I think I wrote that because my parents had an Intrepid.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think that's why I wrote that.
Well, you liked the car. You're like, I want an Intrepid, or you're just like, they're gonna give it to you.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that was like for not like recent. This was like future wise. You're like 90.
I know.
So if you had married your ex-boyfriend,
Yeah.
like was stated, you'd be driving a 98 Intrepid. Honey, let's tell everybody what you driving right now, girl. What you driving right now, girl? Huh? Going leather seats, heated. No,
Heated.
shut up.
They're not the cooling ones, though.
Oh, well, girl, that's
Goals.
gonna be the next one to get. That's not me. The next husband, girlfriend.
Not the next car, the
'Cause
next
this
husband.
this is as classy as I get right here. The XLE. That's it. I ain't got shit to prove to nobody, baby doll. Right? And be like, hell no. You're like, I want. What's the other? I don't even know what it's called. What is it? The
What?
one higher than this one.
Oh,
what is it called?
Limited?
Yeah, I want the.
Oh, it's the one
limited.
Carrie has. You
Oof.
see, Carrie cooling my ass off.
Well,
the last
you
time
know
we
what?
went out.
If we were constantly in that car, maybe. But nah, heated seats is just fine. You don't even need heated seats either.
I have
for the
back
2 days
pain.
it gets
I have
cold.
lower back pain.
Oh, well, you know what? There you
So,
go, babe.
there
I
you
had to
go.
get you. Well, like I said, the XLE, it's as classy as I get, girl. Okay, let me see.
Oh, come on.
Okay, it says to Jennifer, a girl. who
Don't read that.
No?
That is so embarrassing.
oh no.
Is that from, let me see, what
Oh, I
are you
don't
reading it
know.
from? Oh, no, go ahead.
I won't read it.
No, go ahead. I thought you were reading something else.
Oh no,
Okay,
I haven't
so
read any
don't-
of this, by the
You
way.
haven't read it? Okay, look, let me read this. This one's kind of funny. This is great
I was reading that
for
one up there.
radio.
I
Oh
was
my
reading the
gosh.
top one up there. Here, let me read it.
Okay, wait. I want you to read the one.
I don't want a long, big one with
It's not
chicken
a long
scratch.
one.
A long, big one.
Okay, look. Read this one right here.
Let me see. To my sister, hey, dick ears. Just want to congratulate you on not doing a damn thing with your life. Just kidding. Roses are red. I'm your brother. That's it. Fuck your mother. Stan loves you.
No, I think it's Satan.
Oh, Satan loves you.
Stan.
Ugh. I was a Stan, really?
What the fuck is
I
Stan?
fucking know. I just, I know that's it's Jimmy.
That's my brother.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's so sweet.
is. How old was he here when he's?
So, okay, I was 17. He was -3. He was 14.
Really, it took you that long to get
Yes.
that? Yeah, -3. Oh,
So he
oh,
was
so-
a freshman, and
okay,
I was
cool.
a senior, and he hung out with all of us. All my guy friends loved him. He got us all into Pantera. It was a good time.
That's
but
cool.
yeah.
Pantera was badass back then too.
I
bro. That
know,
was like a big
right?
time, dude.
Yeah.
Me and Ruben always talk about that at work because I remember I saw him probably like 2 or 3 times when they were here.
Yeah.
Or twice. 2 times. I don't know how many times. they
At
were
Johnny
here.
Land.
Yeah. But
Oh, I
yes.
miss that.
And it was just a fucking badass time.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, man, it was fun. Those concerts were fucking badass, right?
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
just
that
a
was
fun
an
time.
awesome place.
Yeah, and it was like weird because even now, like back then, everybody burned, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was smoking.
Yeah.
And I remember the old timers, like a buddy of mine's parents, we used to party with them
Yeah.
in high school. And it didn't start off that way. They used to fucking get pissed off at us when we used to drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just started fucking, all right, fuck it. I guess
If
our
you're
son
gonna
ain't
do
gonna
it,
listen. Yeah, do it here.
yeah.
Right? And
yeah.
they would get fucked up with us. But anyways, they used to say that shit. They used to be like, "Oh, the concerts are fucking bad, dude. Back in the day, man, shit, everybody be fucking smoking and just passing joints everywhere." And we hadn't been to concerts yet.
Right.
Right. It was just, this was before, and then that summer we started going to concerts, Pantera, shit like that. You know? And then it was like, oh shit, everybody is smoking weed. Like, wow. And then we took weed too. Yeah, I remember Brandon. We went to Lollapalooza in 97?
97.
Yeah, we went to
Tool
Lollapalooza.
was there.
Oh, dude, Tool was badass. Yeah, and we always talk about it. He came out with the mask, face paint. And he had tits and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Snoop was there. That was badass.
Yeah.
Tupac had just gotten killed, so remember that? He was like, everybody say Tupac.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was cool. It was just a lot of badass acts.
Yeah.
And then they had like 3 or 4 stages.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That was cool. But everybody was burning too, like at just those concerts.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
And then now you don't see that at all.
Yeah.
And I know it's a little harder too, probably.
Well, yeah. Just think about the secure. I would not dare take something like that into a concert. I don't want to get caught.
Really? Oh, I totally do.
Hell no.
Yeah, take it in there. That's about it.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know.
So if we ever see you walking around clenching real hard,
I'm like,
hey guys.
Hi, I got something in there. No way, man. But yeah, it was just fun. It was a good time.
It was fun. That was a cool place to have concerts.
It was just a cool, and like the whole time, a cool era for music. From rap to
rock, alternative. Yeah.
I hate saying that too, but Smash Pumpkins, STP,
yeah.
Pantera, all this badass shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was a badass decade.
My favorite.
It was a cool decade.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's what I don't know. Like the kids now, we feel old now.
Right.
I don't feel old actually.
Can I just acknowledge that we did not bring up Nirvana?
Yeah. Well, I mean Nirvana. Yeah. I mean you don't like Nirvana.
I just think I would use the word overrated a lot. I don't know. They just didn't hit me the way everybody else did.
Hit me with your bat. No. I mean, I didn't like listen to them until they,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like I knew some people that had listened to them, but I wasn't really a fan until.
Yeah. I was just more of a fan of like Kurt Cobain in pop culture.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like Nirvana. I don't mind.
Yeah.
And not to say that I didn't until after he died or anything, but like you just started like. There was some people who had it just before you even heard. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like before you started seeing on MTV and all that shit.
Yeah.
And those your little goth people in middle school.
Yeah.
I remember that. Is that shit still like that? No, right? Like I mean,
what?
I don't know. It's just like there's no. I mean, they can't wear whatever they want now. They're wearing like solid polos and shit. So I obviously no. But remember that? Like those your your little groups, your jocks and all that shit.
Yeah.
Just like the movie Can't Hardly Wait almost.
Yeah.
But it was just wild, right? Like
or Clueless.
Yeah, or Clueless too. That is a fucking good movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like all those movies, 90s movies, 80s movies, all that shit. I just don't remember the movies anymore, like the parts and scenes, shit like that. Andy and Javi are obviously really good at that.
Right. I feel like I should take your spot.
Oh, in the other podcast?
Yeah.
By the way, if you're listening and you haven't heard, I do another podcast too with my 2 buddies. It's Focus Comedy Podcast, which I'll talk about a little later. But yeah, just because I forget, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember, but I just forget. But man, it was just it was a cool time. I remember seeing in high school we used to watch Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice in the hood. I think that's the whole name of it. But and man, dude, that shit was fucking funny, dude. And Friday too.
Yeah.
We just watched that shit over and over. And I mean, it wasn't like, fucking guys, a couple of guys were like, hey, let's get together and watch movies. I mean, we were fucking partying and those movies were playing.
Yeah.
Because y'all didn't know about no.
Oh, hold up. Because we were watching Menace to Society. We were watching like the real movie.
Menace to Society sucks.
No. It was good.
It was good then. Seeing it now,
good.
you're like, fuck this.
Well, of course, that's any movie.
No, just Menace to Society didn't do it for me no more. Like Boys in the Hood's cool.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, because you're from the hood, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were just partying and having a good time. You know what I mean? So that's what we were about. We weren't about the shooting, the killing, the shootings and the killings and all that shit. We were just about throwing down. We would throw down a lot. That's for damn sure. We used to fight a lot too, though. So But it was fun. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I never really started. I don't remember. I'm sure I started a few fights, but I
Yeah.
don't really remember. Like, I never fucked
It's
with people.
probably why you don't remember a lot of
I was
things.
never a bully.
Yeah.
Okay, I can attest to that shit.
Yeah.
Which is great because my dad used to always tell me, "Oh, fucking." I was talking to my mom about this yesterday, and he was saying, because we were saying that like, that was a thing back then, like, which I tell the girls. I actually tell the girls more than I tell Jake. Hey, if anybody messes with y'all, kick them in the nuts.
Oh my God.
And Gwen's like, what? Well, and I tell Jake the same thing too, but it was just a different time. Even I'm sure your friends, we all hung out. I mean, I knew some of them dudes too. Yeah. From Kathy and all that, growing up. I'm sure they don't remember me, but they were probably
scrawny little guy.
I would have thrown down, dog. I always think that too, because like even when I think I was saying this. Well, I don't know if I was telling you or the guys that I was like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Departed. Did I say that? Because it was like because the whole character of him is he's saying, oh, his dad's in the mob or whatever, but his mom's good, and he used to live with his mom and then go on the weekends with his dad. Yeah, that's how they know him. Right. So it was like, dude, it was like that kind of with me growing up because I used to be over here in the South Side, which wasn't weak or anything. Like I know a lot of people say that, fool, but I hung out with the tough crew. Yeah. Which I don't want Jake hanging out with. That's what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? You just do your thing, son. Do your thing. Be a kid. Play Pokemon.
You go play your trombone.
Yeah. Go. Oh yeah, he's playing it. I know, but the listeners don't know that he's in band. Yeah, I'll go play with the trombone like he's in 6th grade.
Is that how you hold a trombone?
Well, the other trombone is what I'm saying. Okay. All right, is that what you're calling it, trombone, son? No, Mom, I'm in band, Mom. Really? What do you play, the trombone, huh? You're a trombone. Crazy. But no. Can I see? I forgot what I was saying. I should rewind it right now.
You see, this is like the 10th time you said you forget things.
I do. I forget a lot of shit.
I know.
Because I got a lot of stuff to remember. That's what I'm saying. Remember, I'm glad I don't have to remember phone numbers no more. Thank you, Steve Jobs. Apple. I know other phones did it. Oh, my God.
Okay, FOMO, so hard. I know, like, every time, you get me something really nice, it's always like, and this is carrying, I used to do this with my mom too. Like, oh my God, no, I'm going to keep this. I love it. And I have the iPhone 6S. It's like, we're going to keep this for a while. It's a good phone. Knock on wood. I don't have any problems with it. Haven't dropped it. Haven't cracked it. But I keep seeing all these commercials for this new. But no, I don't even want the 10. I want the 8. Oh, yeah. I'd be good with the 8.
You get the 8.
Oh, I can? Oh, I just told you this yesterday, and you chewed my ass
hard.
Yeah,
go ahead and get your own line and your own bank account and everything. And shit, go ahead, girl. Dale gas, girl. Dale gas.
You know what?
Poke
what? I'm going to freaking drive my car with my heated seats, and I'm going to go get me a new phone tomorrow.
You go do that. See what happens.
See
what happens.
Stay tuned,
that
guys.
car's just gonna turn off. I'm gonna call whoever can do the GPS thing. Yeah, that's the one. Turn it off right now. Turn it. I don't give a shit how fast she's going. Turn that shit off. She got a phone, man. Yes. Right.
Stay tuned. We'll see.
We'll see on episode if there's another episode after this.
Oh,
girl, don't even. And we got Veterans Day coming up.
Yes.
Veterans Day is November 11th, which is
Saturday.
I forget because we're off Friday.
Well, yes.
I'm off Friday, which is cool.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Boom. Oh, I shouldn't have told you.
Well, I might,
It's a federal holiday, so I will be off. The
That's
kids are off
right.
of school. I mean, no, they're not off school.
They're not.
Yes. But we got to help with our nephew's getting married.
Yes.
So we're having an engagement party this weekend, and we're going to do the backdrop.
Yeah.
And a few other things.
And it's my best friend's birthday, Saturday, Crystal.
Oh, yes.
Shout out, Cristalina Perez.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday,
which I've known longer than you. Actually,
Okay, whatever.
So, you know,
But she
if y'all
loves
are
me
best
more.
friends, we're probably even bester friends than that. Just from knowing each other longer. But, yeah, it's Vets Day Saturday, which is cool. So to all my veteran brothers out there, happy Vets Day, man. The ones that
And to
didn't
you
come
too,
back.
babe.
Oh, and thank you. And I was thinking, because it's Vets Day, I wanted to tell a story. And, I have so fucking many. I really can't even just think of one and pick one.
Does it have to be like really, really related to like actual service, or can it be my favorite story that I've heard from you?
Sure.
Okay, the story about you being on lockdown and you had to call your girlfriend to bring you food.
That was funny.
That's my favorite.
That was funny. So I had a girlfriend at the time.
Okay, who cares? Go into the story.
Oh, see, she's getting mad already. I don't want to fucking hear that shit. You don't have a girlfriend this fucking time. You had a girlfriend that fucking time. I already knew that. Nobody else needs to know that. So anyways, we're on lockdown, okay? We're on lockdown because some fucking idiot lost the radio, right? And we had come back from deployment. I want to say, I don't know. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a few months after. So anyways, somebody lost the radio. We did inventory, all that shit. Couldn't find the radio. So to go through procedures, it's like complete lockdown, right? We did everything. We looked in everybody's vehicle, our vehicles. We did everything by the book. And then we're talking about like, a whole battalion. So it's like, say, give or take 300 to 500. 300.
Yeah.
Dudes, personnel.
Just
right?
dudes, no chicks.
No chicks. Yeah, it's a combat.
really?
It's a combat unit.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, dude, I've told you this. When I was I didn't
Babe,
see a fucking girl.
Babe,
No.
go on.
Okay, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
Next
go
episode. Thanks for interrupting. So we're on lockdown. So part of the lockdown process, they give everybody a fucking trash bag, and you're supposed to like blow this fucking trash bag up, like, and like have it tied like it has trash in it, but it's air, like a balloon.
Yeah.
And leave it in this fucking tent that you go in, and it's like in an amnesty box, right? It's like, hey, if you have the radio, which is fucking 25 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody's going to be holding it in a fucking bag. You're going to know. So anyways, everybody couldn't find it, right?
Yeah.
They already fucking had said it. They're like, dude, this radio, like, it got turned in fucking years ago, blah, blah. But the colonel was like, I don't give a fuck. We're going to find this motherfucker. And we're like, he was pretty new,
Yeah.
We're like, they're trying to tell him, whatever. So anyway, so we're on lockdown. We have to stay the night. No one could fucking leave. The barracks, dude, like 3 fucking days of this shit.
Yeah.
We had to march to the barracks the first night, march back, and then they just said, fucking, you know what? We're going to stay in the motor pool. Go get all your shit. Come back. We started like we were in the field. Whatever. We did all that shit, right? So anyways, the last night, which we didn't know was going to be the last night, they go, hey, you guys can have your loved ones or family or whoever the fuck bring out something to eat if you want. Just call them, blah, blah. Not a lot of people just take one order if one could do that. So I had my girlfriend at the time, right? And I call her, dude, I end up giving her like 20 fucking orders too,
God,
right? All dick, right? But
hey,
she said she loved me. Shit. So I fucking, I give her the orders. I'm like, hey, blah, blah, number 1, Burger King. It was all Burger King. Oh, I wish I loved Burger King.
Yeah.
And fucking, you get the orders, whatever, and I said, hey, and get down when you get here, get down, okay? And she said, all right. Boom. Okay? She when she got to the motor pool, and this is fucking, dude, there's light. I mean, it looks like a fucking prison. Okay, let me paint the picture. It looks like a fucking prison.
Yeah.
Okay, because none of our regular lights are just on. They're on the posts. It wasn't a well-lit area.
Yeah.
But for this fucking lockdown,
Yeah.
they brought in like, fucking spotlight. It looked like a concentration camp or something,
God.
or just like what the fuck. And we're all standing on the fence too. You know what I mean? Like waiting for motherfuckers to bring us our food. So
right.
I didn't know that. Looking back now, I can tell because you should have seen their fucking faces.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, getting off the car, like looking at
Like,
what they were gonna take
God.
food to. They're like, oh fuck, what's going on? These motherfuckers are like fucking locked up.
Yeah.
They're prisoners and
Yeah.
shit, And so, anyways, so my girlfriend is like squatting down, walking to the fucking fence, like she's like if she's taking fire, right? Like we're fucking shooting at her, ta, 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 and she's just fucking going through with a Burger King, 2 big ass bags, right, just fucking squatting down, and I'm just, what the fuck are you doing? Thinking in my head, what the fuck? It wasn't like fucking, hey, right, hey, yeah, hey, babe, it's right here. Or
Right.
not babe.
Yeah, calm down.
Sorry, babe.
Calm down.
Sorry, babe. Hey, not. So, she was far, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, she was fucking far.
Oh my God.
Good 75 yards at least, 75 to 100 yards from her fucking car. And she's squatting down the whole fucking time, like fucking taking fire, coming all the way up to the fence. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, all out of breath and shit, like, oh my God, like, what's going on, like, oh my God, y'all. Oh my dude, why the fuck, what's wrong? She's all like, will you tell me to get down? And I was like, yeah, get the fuck off the car and get down. Like, not get off the car and get down and squat and we're shooting at you. Fucking
That's
doing
so
low crawls and
funny.
shit. Oh,
I
dude,
love
it
that.
was, and I laughed so bad. I
laughed
laughed my ass off when
laughed
oh
too.
my God, it was so funny when she told me that because I seriously did not know. I thought her back
She
fucking
would
went
take
out
it
or
that
some
way.
shit. I thought her back went out. I was like, damn, she's a trooper. She's still bringing me fucking. She's still bringing me Burger King. Shit. She was still going, man. But fuck, it was just. It was
Hilarious.
crazy, dude. It was crazy. It was fun. And then after that, I think we did a couple more formations. We got released the next morning, and that's what it ended up being. Oh, so they had a formation like 2 weeks later. Those motherfuckers didn't want to say nothing, and really they didn't, because they don't have
about
to.
the radio.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
but down the chain, it came down to go.
Yeah.
Fucking lost. I was some guys like I was at S3 and I heard the fucking colonel talking. Whatever guy, he's probably sucking his. But anyways, yeah, that was so happy Vets Day to all you guys out there, man.
Yeah.
And to all my buddies still out there serving, and to our military all around. And if you see a vet, thank a vet. Just thank them, man. It's a cool feeling, and it's a cool feeling to serve and to know that people are still out there and appreciate that. And I know some people are against it still and whatever. You have all this shit, but still, fool, they served.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't.
Yeah.
So serve in other ways. All right. Bring Burger King or some shit. All right. Serve it your way.
Yeah.
Right away.
Right.
At Burger King.
I think, is that their slogan?
I think so.
Okay. We'll just go with it.
This is Jake and Jen.
No. You're Jake. I'm Jen.
I know. This is Jake and Jen.
Show?
I was like, show enough. Show you're right. But thank y'all for listening. If you haven't heard what you heard earlier, Vatos Locos, a comedy podcast on Podbean or iTunes. Also, if you like this episode, please, actually, if you liked it or loved it or hated it or whatever, either or,
Yeah.
A, B, C, or D, or all of the above, leave a comment, subscribe, rate, and review. Or obviously, if you don't like it, you shouldn't subscribe,
Yeah.
but subscribe anyways.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
just-
You never know.
we
You might
only
like the
want
next
positive
one.
comments.
And if you don't, I don't care. But
I care.
You do? Why?
Yes.
See, that's what we're talking about. We're just
No,
saying.
I don't want any harsh. I can't handle it.
You
That's
can't
the
handle
only
harsh
reason I'm not a
comments.
celebrity.
Oh,
I don't
no
have
one
thick
would say nothing
skin.
bad about you, eh?
Oh, I know. They're going to say more Jen, less Jake.
Probably. And then that'll be the end of the show. No more shows because you don't know how to work the equipment. So that would be it. Right? And they would be like, what happened to the podcast? I don't know. I don't know,
She's
guy.
recording
You know
it
what?
on her new iPhone 8. Boom.
This is Jake and Jen. Jacob Rodriguez. J-Rod Comedy. My wife.
Jennifer Rodriguez.
Thank y'all for listening. Do good. Be good. Be strong. Be good. I think that's cool because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Be strong and be good. Do the right thing. Peace.
Bye, guys.
You're listening to The Jake and Jen Show.